Chief Secretary Farley Augustine is not pleased that the central government only approved $50 million for oil spill relief efforts in the supplemental appropriation bill for fiscal 2024. This is a third of the request made by the THA, which was burdened with a hefty bill for cleanup and response efforts following the February 7th Gulfstream oil spill. Meanwhile, fishermen are outraged that their claims were not considered in the $50 million allocation. Reporter Kandace Jackson has the details.
Chief Secretary Farley Augustine said some contractors who assisted in relief and response efforts for the Gulfstream oil spill would have to wait longer for compensation. He was responding to the government's decision to grant the THA only $50 million when they had requested $153 million.
It will not be sufficient to do all the work that is required. So we are owing practically all the contractors in the cleanup effort.
Finance Minister Imber justified granting the THA only a third of their request, stating there were not enough supporting documents.
That's not true. What was asked for from the Ministry of Finance was for us to present them with a table with all that is required, which we did in fact present. I'm not sure what other document he requires.
President of the All Tobago Fisherfolk Association, Curtis Douglas, is also not pleased with the Finance Minister's explanation.
So they don't care if Tobago people get paid. They don't care. It is not inflated. It is not whatever you talk about. And the world would have seen. So how the hell you're telling me Trinidad now telling us that is all we're gonna get? You don't see that is institutional bullying.
The Ministry of Finance approved $50 million for cleanup and remediation, lease and rental infrastructure, marine support services, consultancy, security materials and supplies, catering and refurbishment. However, Chief Secretary Farley Augustine promised to ensure that fishermen get some relief from that money.
We have not done the relief for the fisherfolk as yet, and certainly we will make that priority number one out of the $50 million, because we want the local industry to bounce back from it. We are going to pay what we can and hold on paying the rest until.
He also noted that $153 million will not cover all the costs incurred because they still need to conduct studies on the environmental impact of the oil spill.
Some areas, the removal of sand along with the toxic material was quite a lot, so we have to look at those areas and see whether there is a requirement for resanding beaches, beach reconstruction. We have to do these studies to look at the impact on the coral reef in particular.
Until that cost is determined, the THA still has to find $100 million to cover additional costs.
So what I will do is, when we finish paying out with that, I will just take all the extra invoices that come in and just send them his way for him to pay them. That's exactly what I will do.
Kandace Jackson, Tobago Updates, Television News.